today I was actually planning to get back on my laptop and grind some woodpecker and also give you guys an update. But in my Serbia Airbnb, my laptop's internet just isn't working. It just keeps disconnecting from the Wi-Fi whenever I try and stream. So we're gonna have to just do it on my phone. So what I really wanted to just discuss today is basically how the Belgrade Rapid and Blitz tournaments went, and also what my mindset is like going into the upcoming classical tournaments that I've got planned. And then I'll discuss like what training I'm gonna do in the coming weeks. So yeah, basically to start with, what was this Belgrade trip about? Well, firstly, it was to meet some friends in Belgrade. I've been on several trips now to Belgrade, and I wanted to catch up with these friends. But also, there's I made sure to time it with this and the Serbia Open Blitz events, in which there are 6 in total, and then there's a final if you make it into the final, right? So I did 1 rapid event, 2 Blitz events, and kind of before the event, I was hoping that I would have 1 really good event. Either I do really well in the rapid or I do really well in the Blitz. And it turns out that I did really well in the rapid. So I was the top under 2000 player, scoring 5.5 out of 9. And I had a good tournament, really, really good tournament. I had this one blunder, silly blunder out of the whole tournament. And this was as a result of, the shenanigans that I mentioned in a previous stream. So basically, I played some really, really great chess, super great chess, and had a performance rating over 2100, 2150, I think. Welcome, Safsara, to the stream. How's it going? How's the Giga final going, actually? Hope that's going well. But then came the Blitz, right? And the thing is, one thing I want to remark on is that I think playing back-to-back-to-back tournaments is a different vibe to, let's say, just playing 1 round a day or even 2 rounds a day on consecutive days. Because I feel playing a whole tournament, it does take the energy out of you, and you need to try and get in the right headspace before the tournament, and then you need some time to relax after the tournament. And if you've got a tournament starting the next day, it's hard to get into it. So I think that's something that I found quite interesting. It's tomorrow. Okay. Well, good luck for tomorrow then. The first Blitz, it went very well to begin with. I had a really nice scalp against a very strong IM. But then it started to go downhill. The final 2 rounds, I played these pretty underrated players, a 1700 Chinese player and a 1700 Turkish junior. And this 1700 Turkish junior, I found in the subsequent Blitz events and also the previous Blitz events, he's gaining 200 points every event, right? So he's very, very strong. So maybe I shouldn't be too harsh on myself for losing to this kid. But the next day, I played in another Blitz event, and I could feel it in myself that I wasn't on form. I wasn't feeling, just wasn't in the right headspace to play. But I thought, okay, I'm in Belgrade anyway. I've kind of, signed myself up mentally, right, to these events, so I may as well play. And I decided to play, but it went. It went horribly. The first round I was playing the 3rd seed, 2450, and I had a really great game and narrowly lost right at the end in a time scramble, but I felt like I was playing some good chess. The next round I lost to a Turkish 1600, and then the round after that I drew to a Turkish 1700, and then I beat a 1400 Indian, which wasn't easy as well. And I withdrew at that moment because basically I was really missing a lot. Against the 1700 Turkish kid that I drew, it's actually shocking how I didn't convert the position. Basically, I had this textbook IQP position, and my opponent was just trading all his pieces when he had the IQP. And I basically reached this point where I can win the IQP, but I rushed it rather than just taking my time and making sure that everything is perfect before winning the pawn. And I rushed it, which gave him some counterplay and then created a mess. And even then, I managed to get 2 pawns up. I managed to mess up being 2 pawns up. And I think, for whatever reason, I was just slow. And being slow in blitz against sharp Turkish juniors is exactly how you're going to lose your games. So by the fourth round, I could really tell I was out of it. And against the Indian 1400, my guy literally played a move that was checking my king. And I played like a completely different move. Like I acknowledged the check, then I just forgot, played a different move, and then I had one illegal move. And near the end of the game, like I was like, I don't know, like a queen and multiple pieces up. I almost made a second illegal move because he just put me in some random check, and I almost just like carried on with my plan. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? So especially with blitz, I feel like it's so form dependent, and there are so many factors that can go into whether you play well or not. And the thing is, like the K factor for blitz is exactly the same as classical. So it might take like 2 weeks to play an 11-round classical, where your rating kind of will reflect that result after those 2 weeks. But a blitz, it's the same K factor, and your rating can simply swing like 200 points over the course of one evening, right? So I could really feel like I wasn't on form. I withdrew from the tournament, but one of the arbiters gave me like a thumbs down booing motion, right? But ultimately, yeah, I mean, like waking up today, the fact that I've only lost like, I don't know, I lost like 24 rating points or something compared to, let's say, losing like 124, which it easily could have been, had I continued on this tilt where I was just slow. I was really slow in the time scrambles. I just wasn't as sharp. I'm feeling good about making this call. So I'm just as good at fast controls, but standard is crap. I always end on tilt after one loss. Yeah, I mean, avoiding tilt is really important, and I would say at least with classical, you've got a bit more time to recover. And in blitz, especially these Belgrade blitz, where each round is like starting as soon as the last game finishes, it's like really, really quick, and yeah, it's very difficult to recover. But yeah, basically, I'm kind of feeling good. This is a really dumb thing to point out, but I like how the fact right now I think my standard is highest, then my rapid, then my blitz, which kind of shows like this is like a serious player of chess. Okay, I shouldn't be saying these words serious because I've also in the past advocated that people who main blitz are also just specializing in their own field, and they're equally as respected in my eyes, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, I'll be playing this classical Dortmund Open and Prague Open this summer. So I've got like a couple weeks before this starts, and this is like 18 rounds in a row. Welcome, Arif, to the stream. Are you playing in Safsara's Giga Final as well? Are you playing in the same Giga Final, or what's going on there? Same section as well. But yeah, basically, what do I want to do these couple weeks? So I'm gonna get back to the UK. Firstly, I have some friends to meet up with in London, and then I'm gonna head back to Loughborough. But once I head back to Loughborough, what is my plan? So the first thing I'm going to get clear is that with the woodpecker method, I've definitely felt that doing these 300 exercises has helped a bunch with my sharpness, like for sure. Like these last few tournaments, okay, except for yesterday's blitz and the latter half of the day before blitz, in general I've been like my best chess, right? Like I've been performing like above 2200 and just having really great results. So I definitely think the woodpecker method is helping. I think what I'm going to try and do is, especially because classical is going to be even tougher tactically, in the sense that it's not going to just be like one move, two move tactics like you might get in blitz. I'm going to switch to the intermediate puzzles. So I'm going to not reset for the beginner puzzles and just do these intermediate puzzles. Instead, this is actually from recommendation from Stephen Willie in Belgrade. And yeah, I think this is good because he made a good point about like some of the exercises I'm actually almost borderline memorizing. And as much as it's good to repeat the puzzles, I feel like to really emphasize a certain tactical motif, as soon as it becomes too memory based, then I think like the benefit from doing it is slightly lost. So I think basically I'm gonna do like the next intermediate puzzle. Can I meet your friends? Arif, what did we talk about crossing boundaries? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. He's playing in the under 14s. He's taking me. Okay, cool. Aren't you playing in under 18s? Sasaro's under 14, under 18. Ah, okay, yeah, so different section. Got it. Okay, very exciting, very exciting. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna be doing back with the woodpecker, and I think I'm gonna try and grind out this excelling at chess calculation, just remind myself like the importance of calculation, just get in a zone of doing a lot of calculation, and that's gonna help with classical a lot, because I think classical is where calculation is gonna matter the most out of like blitz, rapid, and classical. And yeah, I think the other thing as well is like, you know, if I've got 18 rounds of classical in a row, I'm really going to need like the stamina to be able to survive, right? These 18 rounds. And I think if I don't do any practice of calculation throughout this couple weeks, it's going to be really rough. So I need to basically, yeah, up my calculation game, but also up my calculation stamina. Like if I can do it a lot in training, then I should be. It's almost like going to the gym for like 2 weeks before, I don't know, doing some big, I don't know, exercise that would require being fit, right? So yeah, I think I'm basically just gonna do these two things, like this woodpecker and this calculation, keep it quite simple. I've got like a couple things opening wise that I need to iron out, which I will sort out, and that's probably it. That's probably all I've got time for in 2 weeks anyway. And yeah, these tournaments, yeah, will really be make or break. Let's see how far I can go. Yeah, Bodhana's playing in under 18s. She's super good, super strong. And yeah, I think that's it from me, really. I mean, like, I have a flight to catch this evening, right? So I'm probably gonna like pack everything up and then probably go on a walk or something and explore some aspect of Belgrade, which I haven't seen. I've seen a lot of Belgrade already, which is why I've kind of just been chilling a lot this trip in Belgrade. But yeah, I'll probably head out and, I don't know, get some nice burak to finish the trip. You're in London, Arif? Okay, so you're clearly not learning about the boundaries. Okay, never mind. Well, I hope you guys do well in the Giga Finals anyway. And yeah, I am going to go enjoy Belgrade. So yeah, hope yeah, you guys found the update interesting. Maybe something was useful from that. And okay, see you guys probably tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, adios.